Lesson: Identifying and classifying risks. Identifying and classifying risks is a fundamental aspect of contract risk management, offering professionals the ability to foresee potential issues and mitigate them effectively. The insights gained through risk identification and classification enable organizations to navigate complex contractual landscapes with confidence. These processes are not merely theoretical exercises, they are actionable frameworks that enhance decision-making, safeguard assets, and ensure compliance. Risk identification is the initial step in the risk management process, involving the detection and description of risks that might affect the achievement of objectives. This step requires a thorough understanding of the context in which the contract operates, including legal, financial, operational, and strategic environments. Tools such as SWOT analysis and PESTLE analysis are instrumental in identifying risks. These frameworks allow professionals to systematically evaluate the internal and external factors that could impact a contract's performance. For instance, a multinational corporation entering into a contract in a foreign country might use PESTLE analysis to identify political risks, such as changes in government regulations, or economic risks like currency fluctuations. By anticipating these risks, the company can develop strategies to mitigate their impact, such as incorporating currency hedging clauses or compliance requirements into the contract. This proactive approach not only protects the organization's interests, but also builds trust with partners and stakeholders. Once risks are identified, they must be classified to prioritize responses. Classification typically involves categorizing risks based on their likelihood and impact. The Risk Impact Probability Matrix is a widely used tool that helps in this classification process. This matrix plots risks on a grid to visualize their potential severity and frequency, enabling professionals to focus on high-impact, high-probability risks first. A practical example of this would be a construction company managing a large infrastructure project. By using the matrix, the company could classify risks such as labor strikes and equipment failure, allowing for targeted risk mitigation strategies such as negotiating with labor unions and scheduling regular equipment maintenance. Quantitative methods, such as Monte Carlo simulations, can further enhance risk classification by providing statistical insights into potential outcomes. These simulations use random sampling to predict the range of possible outcomes, offering a detailed understanding of risk exposure. For example, in the financial sector, a bank might employ Monte Carlo simulations to assess the risk of default in its loan portfolio. By simulating various economic scenarios, the bank can classify loans based on their risk levels and adjust its lending policies accordingly. Risk classification also benefits from qualitative techniques such as expert judgment and risk workshops. These methods harness the experience and insights of professionals to evaluate and prioritize risks. A case study involving a pharmaceutical company illustrates the effectiveness of these techniques. Faced with the challenge of launching a new drug, the company organized a risk workshop with experts from various departments, including R&D, marketing, and compliance. Through collaborative discussions, the team identified and classified risks related to regulatory approvals, market competition, and supply chain disruptions. This comprehensive approach ensured that all potential risks were accounted for, leading to a successful product launch. Effective risk identification and classification require a continuous process of monitoring and review. The dynamic nature of risks demands that organizations regularly update their risk assessments to reflect changes in the internal and external environment. This iterative process ensures that risk management strategies remain relevant and effective. For instance, during the COVID-19 pandemic, many organizations had to reassess their risk profiles to account for new challenges such as remote work, supply chain disruptions, and health regulations. By maintaining a robust risk management framework, these organizations were able to adapt swiftly and minimize adverse impacts. The integration of technology into risk management processes has further enhanced the ability to identify and classify risks. Advanced analytics, machine learning, and artificial intelligence offer new avenues for risk detection and assessment. These technologies can process vast amounts of data to identify patterns and trends that may indicate emerging risks. For example, in the insurance industry, companies use predictive analytics to identify potential fraud risks by analyzing customer behavior and transaction data. This technological advancement not only improves the accuracy of risk classification, but also enables real-time monitoring, allowing for immediate responses to potential threats. It is essential for professionals to instill a risk-aware culture within their organizations, where risk management becomes an integral part of decision-making. This involves training employees, fostering open communication, and encouraging a proactive approach to risk management. A risk-aware culture ensures that all members of the organization understand the importance of risk mitigation and are equipped to contribute to the process. The 2017 Risk Management Benchmarking Survey by the Risk Management Society found that organizations with strong risk-aware cultures were more resilient to disruptions and achieved better financial performance. To conclude, identifying and classifying risks is a critical component of contract risk management that empowers organizations to navigate uncertainties with precision and confidence. By leveraging practical tools and frameworks such as SWOT analysis, PESTLE analysis, the Risk Impact Probability Matrix, and Monte Carlo simulations, professionals can systematically address risks and enhance their proficiency in mitigating them. The integration of qualitative techniques, continuous monitoring, and technological advancements further strengthens risk management strategies, ensuring that organizations remain agile and resilient. Ultimately, fostering a risk-aware culture is paramount to embedding risk management into the fabric of organizational decision-making, enabling sustainable success in an ever-evolving contractual landscape.